Hello guys, this is ScherBR here, and let's get back to the Bringer of Chaos event. I have something to talk about, and the Bringer of Chaos Epilogue 5 actually has a chance to drop the gold coin, and this stage here, it's a cost of 6 AP, so the run costs 30 AP, and you have around 50% chance of getting this gold coin to drop from the boss. It's either 22 silver coins or 1 gold coin. And let's go to exchange booth to understand something better. I was doing that stage because I wanted to know if there was a chance to get more silver coins like you get to on the last stage for the first part, but there's no difference on the drops. It's always 22 or a single gold coin. So let's get here. I got to 10 gold coins just by doing that. I did around 12 runs on that stage alone, and I got some more of the silver coin as well, but that's not a good place to farm the silver coin. I'm just farmed there because I wanted to know if there was a difference on the drops, but there's not. With 10 coins we can get this bow, the Larky Nefo. This bow here, he's strong against the last boss of the event. The last boss in the last stage is actually Hearst with a different costume. She's using a mask, I do believe. I saw from some friends on Discord. So this bow is needed because it inflicts poison, and poison is exactly something important in this event. It took me time to notice this, but this bow here, it can save you on a lot of circumstances. And if you poison your enemies, you change his weakness. For the special one and special 2, it removes the non-elemental strength that they have, so they lose the resistance and you can inflict normal damage. But you don't exactly need the bow to do the poison. It can be any source of poison. It can be Mistina, as an example. It can be Runvolt or any sub-weapon that is used to inflict poison. But I'm not so sure if this bow is that good or not. I will just purchase this right now. I could just purchase Ember, but let me get this bow first. And so besides the bow, I want to get more of the limit break material, this Pearl of Chaos. I like 2 for my upgrade. I want to build the Fireball, so let's get there. Let me upgrade. I also forgot that I need to get from the chest first. Also, guys, if you're doing the upgrading the 5-star weapons from the event, you can just fuse the duplicates, because I don't think it's worth to just build 2 of the weapons unless you have very hard difficulty with dealing with these bosses. 1 is enough. So I'll just upgrade limit break first this fireball here. You see, this is the fireball. It's called Alcaeus. It's 2 limit break already. I will limit break 2 more times. Okay, now once more. And with this, it's still max limit broken. Now I will just upgrade it with hammers so I can get the max level. Yes, let me just choose the correct bow, or else I'll just lose my limit breaks. I'll also, like I said, fuse the duplicate, because I don't really need to get 2 of this bow. And it's Firestorm, his action skill. You can get this action skill from other sources. 5-star weapons have it. But right now, let's just upgrade this stuff here to the max. Oops, I'm using the wrong hammers. It's bow hammers. This thing's fine. It's been a while since I get a great success when fusing weapons. I'm not so lucky these days. Now it seems like I just don't need some of the... Okay. Now this is enough to get to the max. The Firestorm will be level 2. I don't know if I'll be using that much of the active skill. But, okay. I have the bow. I need to upgrade the bow as well. Sorry, let me get there. Synthesized weapon. This is the bow. Let me check this bow on the... You see, the passive skill says heavy damage to Servant of Chaos. The Servant of Chaos is the last boss from the last stage. And the skill is the Sacred Poison that deals a large amount of physical damage and inflicts poison. The damage is not that good, it's just good here because it's a Slayer weapon. But it's still a very strong bow. But based in its just a single enemy, it's usually more damage than multi-hit active skills. So there's another thing I want to do this right now, because I want to use this bow with Rufus. I have a duplicate of Rufus' bow. So let me get to permanent exchanges. And you see I can trade for my Rufus bow here, so I can get his unique orb. Okay, I just got it to the gift box. Orb of the Render, it says. It's the only character that I have the duplicate of the artifact. So Rufus may be useful right now. Let's hope he is. And you see, this is his unique orb. It has the E-activate like other characters and Flap Thunder that increases attack and improve critical hits rate at the start of the turn. Okay. I want to use him because he can change all of his attacks to the fire element. But before we continue, let me just finish upgrading this bow. And we'll start doing the second stages of the event. Oops, wrong weapon. The bow, where's the bow? Here. Okay, let me just finish the upgrade. Well, it's not needed to go this far. I need some bow's hammers. Let me get from the top. I believe I have some hammers here. Let me just check. Yeah, I have some 5-star hammers. Okay, this is probably enough to raise the weapon to at least level 40. Well, it's not enough. But I'll just use some of these other hammers here because there's no great sword for me to build right now. Okay, it's level 36 right now. Let's just upgrade a little more. Oh no, a great success. Okay, now let's start with preparation here. These new bosses will be harder than before. And because of it, I need to... let me just get my Divine Transfer from Return before we start doing this. Okay, let me do just another one. And okay, let's start with Bringer of Chaos and go to the second stage. And... okay, the order is different right now. I need to get the images here. Okay. So this time is different. It's let's start with lightning on the east past. Okay. Lightning is easier because I can just bring I didn't get anything with lightning here. What can I do? I can instead just start with the fire one. Yeah, because this iron green here is hard to find. Okay, let's just focus on fire. And then I have to bring my Rufus or just because this time I don't want to change my iron green, I will just use Lenetef instead of the Alicia. Click on change, go to Lenetef, and then I just got to use this bow here. It'll be a little different than planned, but it's okay. You can just waste the chance that this Iron Green with Takajala Horn Maxed will do a lot of damage on the fire boss, the boss that's weak to fire. Okay, this seems like a good option for this Linnet. Iron Green is also fire. The second Iron Green is fire, and Killing is used as a damage dealer. And Freya with a Max Shuruk. It seems fine for me. Let's just start this. So now I have to check which one is the correct pact. It seems that to be the one to the left, but just let me check if this is the correct pattern. Yes, we start from below instead of above, so I should go east. Back to the game. Let me just collect this chest. And now I have to be careful because these enemies are harder. I'll let my squad feel the Purific Gouge. You see that the damage from my Lenetef is very good right now. I'm using the bow from the vent. Killing's also using the staff from the vent. So like I said, the best weapons for this event are the firebow and this lightning staff, because there's too many dark weapons we got so far, and another dark sword is just too much for me. And a great sword from the ice element is just useless because we have Vorpal Shade. If we can just do this dungeon with these two only weapons, I'll be perfectly fine. Okay, let's just, because I will save some gold by upgrading all the 4 weapons. Gold is a complicated resource right now. I always end up without gold because there's a lot of weapons to upgrade. Okay. So I'm not don't have the Evil Wing right now on this run. This may be problematic because this boss, I still haven't done this run, so I'm not so sure if the boss is the same, but it probably is. So let's check how this will go. I hope it doesn't inflict me too many bad status. I'll start dealing damage on the first turn. The correct way of dealing this will be to wait until 550 turn, because Iron Green will be having the rage buff to the max. But let's have to check if this is possible or not. 5 turns is a lot of turns when dealing with an enemy that inflicts the buffs. Okay, so let's start with the Purify attack again, like always. Let me check the damage from the bow. Well, that's just a terrible damage. Guys, I forgot that I said that I wanted to start with Iron Green. Instead, Iron Green was to be the fire dungeon. So I only have killing right now to dealing a lot of damage. I'm probably dead right now because I forgot to heal. Oh, whoops, I'm not. That's fine. The bar feel it, but I click it and it didn't trigger the Purify attack. Sometimes this type of thing happens. I'll start with the Purify attack. That was not so well because my party is blinded. This is a problem. So what can I do right now is just pray for this skill to do a considerable damage. It's just terrible. Yeah, I'm dead. Not yet. So that's my fault. I went to the wrong stage. I will just click on retire. And let's try again. Bringer of Chaos, special 2. So this all here has his orb. I'll start with this squad here and go to the lightning road. If this is the lightning road, I have a better bow for Lynette. And the bow is this one here, because Hazer for the Tail can inflict lightning damage. Okay, let's hope this works. So if we go to the ice road, it's the one to the right. The one to the right is this one. Let's fill the bar to the max, like always. Okay, so we're already on the red enemy. Let's just don't waste time. Okay, all 3 enemies are dead. Now it's boss time. Let's plan correctly. Start with the Purify attack again. I'll use my razor for the tail. It's just some not that important damage. Okay, so this all did a lot of damage already. Okay, so the boss is down. I waited a little for my rage to get stacked. This was not that hard, okay, but the ice boss will be the easiest of them all. I already knew this. So what we get here is 2 hammers, 1 gold medal as always, and this badge that we need 8 of it. So we just go to the next run, and it will depend on my support, so I can choose the best strategy. Yeah, this already looks like my best option right now. He is not that strong of a run vault because his orbs are... he's even lacking 1 orb. But okay, he's level 70. I will just plan on now according to using lightning as my main damage. So I'll remove Arnegreen. It feels bad to remove Arnegreen. Let me remove his orbs. Instead of using Arnegreen here, I will just use Sina. My Sina is well developed. She will do just fine. Okay, this seems fine. And that's why what I'll be using here, it's Runval, two mages. As the boss deals magic damage, it's not that bad. Razor for the Tail is strong against lightning, lightning. My whole squad is doing lightning damage. Okay. So let me check if this is the correct boss. It's the one on the left. Let's click the chest so we don't go wrong. Okay, so my bar is now at 3. I just need one more bar to fill. So this enemy usually have a little more defenses because it's the red enemy. Yeah, he didn't die. These enemies are just fodder. They are here just for you to raise your gauge. Okay, so let's start with the purify attack as always. Nice. And what we do from here? We start doing the damage from Razor for the tail because it's an okay damage, not that much, but it helps. I managed to poison this enemy. If you poison him, he loses. You see he loses the non-elemental resistance. Now he can receive non-elemental damage just fine. I'll start with Ranvald healing, Freya healing. He's still poisoned. Okay. I'll do a Monsina healing. No, he's just dead. I can just use my Purify attack and he'll die. Let's see if this happens. Yeah, he's dead. You see, Killing has the mage type of rage, so by the time she gets to the 50th turn or more, she will do a lot of damage. Especially you see her Purify attack, it's very strong. Even using this event weapon just helps even more. 1 gold coin. Okay, everything else is just normal. Now we already dealt with the lightning and the ice. These are the easiest anyway. We now have to deal with fire and darkness. So I expect. Hello guys, this is ScherBR again, and I wanted to do my more runs on the Bringer of Chaos event. There are still 2 bosses for me to clear. There's the darkness and the fire bosses. So I'll try the darkness and I hope I can just get an Heavy Wing support, because yeah, I just got an Heavy Wing. This boss is very problematic because you kinda need this Heavy Wing to survive, because the debuffs can kill you very fast. Okay, so let's go straight to the Dark Bow. Sorry, the Dark Boss. What I'm bringing here, my Alicia is using the First Battle's Word. There's this Rufus. Rufus is using the Event Bow. And my Killing is just using the Shrook for healing. Let's just hope this squad works. This squad does not feel as much bar as other squads I used, but let's hope this works. So now it's boss time, and you know, there's this red enemy here. So okay, now it's boss time. Start with the Purify attack as always. Okay, now I will try to inflict the poison. It didn't work. Now it's working. You see, it removed his non-elemental resistance, and all of the other elemental resistance will be reduced, so you can do more damage with your other attacks as well. Okay, so now we just use the Heavy Wing. I'll do one healing with my Alicia and start just attacking with normal attacks. Both Rufus and Killing will start to do a lot more damage as the time goes on, because they have Rufus has Rage and Killing has a similar to Focus passive skill. So the more the fight goes on, the more damage they will inflict. Okay, he just did the buff, another debuff, and I just cast Evil Wing again. That's a good thing to be using mages here because most of his attacks, just one of his attacks is physical, all the others are magical, and mages have a good magic defense. Rufus is a bow user. Bow users also have good magical defenses. I can still take the fight to this boss. He just buffed himself. And there's no way you will have to heal all my HP because there's some very powerful attack that can happen right now. But I'm going just fine with this battle. Yeah, this attack is very monstrous. A lot of damage. Nice, I can just use the Heavy Wing for the last time. I still have my medium terrors here, so it's just a backup. I'll start with Purify attack. Okay, now he's just dead. Guys, this boss was way easier now because we had the Evil Wing. The Evil Wings just makes everything easier. It's almost mandatory for this, or else you'll be suffering a lot. The problem when you don't bring the Heavy Wing is just that the curse and the poison will just reduce your HP to low levels and you end up just killing yourself. Okay, 2 hammers, the gold medal, 3 rainbow keys, and now we'll just go to the last stage, that is the fire one. The fire one I still didn't try. I lost some times for the dark. Oh, whoa, that just my lucky day. This Arngrim with Jalahorn is one of the best choices for the fire boss. I'll bring him. Now I'll just change some stuff around. Besides, maybe instead of Alicia, I'll bring the Lenetef, because Lenetef can just do more damage with the red bow. I still need my Rufus to use this bow because I need to inflict poison. What do I do? Yeah, I will do this. I'll change some stuff here. I'll remove Alicia and get Lenetef in. I have the bow from the event maxed. The best is the Divine. Divine is the best thing for Lenetef. This one is also very good. So this goes well. You see, I will be only bringing the 1 million terror. I didn't get heavy wing this time when, so this will have to suffice. I'll either have to end this by the 4th turn, or I'll just have to wait for the boss to inflict the freeze and just cure the freeze and survive through the curse and poison.